You need to take care of yourself as a man. Women are women everywhere. Lay off the 20-year-olds. My man's seen the world. You're in for a world of hurt, man. Let's switch it up to passport/expat lifestyle. Expats, here we go. We'll go to his video. These are usually interesting. It's called the Philippine Info Channel. Just an expat, I'm guessing, living out there. And he says expats are trading their relationship issues back home for new issues in the Philippines. So,
hey guys, today I got an awesome subject. This subject is something that we all run into over here at one time or another, and we see it all around us. And that is, are we trading our problems with American girls back home for a new set of problems over here, whether it be cultural or whatever? And I had this comment written the other day by one of the guys, and I can't see the top. I took a picture of it, but I unfortunately I cut it. I know who it is. I forget his whole name on here in the comment sections, but he wrote a really, really good comment. Okay, and that is, for every expat who finds a perfect My Filipina, there are seemingly many more who get tired of all the apparently endless headaches of having Filipina gossip, tempo, financial needs of huge families, karaoke, jealousy, phone spying, all the typical stuff that we all run into over here, eating with hands, public drama, stalking, out of stock, etc., etc. And I could even go on with that even more. You know, it just goes on and on and on. They're keeping track of you, hounding you about certain different things. Everything that you do is wrong. You know, it's my culture. That's why I'm like this. You don't understand our culture. After a while, you kind of like, did I trade what I had a problem with back there for a new set of issues over here? He goes on to say, he says, my soul ties to their country. I can live without any of the apparently endless My Filipina cultural headaches. I watch a few Filipino vloggers here too. They all confirm all the issues Steve talks about. These issues and endless horror stories have soured me to Filipinas, all marketed as some kind of Garden of Eden loving, caring goddess of goodness. He says they ain't. It would be really interesting to find the true ratio of guys who find the perfect My Filipina versus those who get burned or burned out, exhausted by, I guess we'll never know. But I have zero interest in any of them, he says. Even the good ones, he says, precisely because you can't take the country out of the girl. Thanks, Steve, for keeping your eyes wide open. It's not all sunsets and walks on the beach over here. It's kind of true. What he's talking about is really, really true. I thought that was a really, really good subject for us to talk about. And I'd like you guys to throw out some stuff in the comments out there, because a lot of guys sell this Garden of Eden stuff like these girls are like the queens of the Garden of Eden. They're the best things, out there that you could possibly have. And in reality, it's kind of like they have the same problems that we have back home. It's just that we traded the problems back home for a new set of problems in the Philippines with Filipinas. And, there's a lot of really good girls over here too. So I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be like the Prince of Darkness or something like that over here. And I'm trying to tell you that they're all, rotten people, because that'd be lying. It's just not true. There's a lot of decent, good girls over here. I see them all the time. But some girls are really good at hiding their problems and their issues. Let's face it. And then you're down the road like 2, 3, 4 years. They play the long game, and then all of a sudden you start seeing all their crap come out. Or they go away on weekends telling you that they're going to visit their mom and dad, and actually they're going to see a boyfriend or something because they're with you. They're younger. They're in their 20s or something. You might be in your 60s or 70s. We see this. We see this all the time, even with guys that are in their 50s.
If you're in your 50s or 60s, dude, lay off the 20-year-olds. You creep. Seriously. You're 70 or 60. Do not be surprised when you get a 20-year-old that the game is still extreme and that you're getting used for your money. You're 60, bro. You're not finding true love at 60 years old with a 20-year-old. The fact that there are bumbling morons that are going overseas at 60 years old and they think they have a shot of finding true love with a girl that's 22 and shit is mind-boggling. If you tell me you're 60 and you go overseas because you just want to chill, relax, retire early, not work to death in the country you're coming from, and you happen to have a girlfriend or two because you're 60 and you got money, great, dude. That's great. Okay, I'm with it. Whatever. Enjoy yourself. You're retired. Have fun. Drink a fresh coconut on the beach with your girlfriend. Don't tell me you're going over there bullshitting yourself, talking about you're finding real love because women in America just don't have it anymore. You know, you're going to get yourself a nice 20-year-old wife at 60 and she's going to love me for me. That's blue pillar thinking right there. That really is. You can't be that dumb.
They you know, the girls in their 20s, they want to be with a guy that's in their 20s, but they want to have the money. They want to be treated really good and go out to dinner and go out to nice restaurants and be able to hit you up for money every once in a while and then go out with their regular boyfriend or whatever. It happens over here, guys.
It happens all the time to 60-year-olds. It happens all the time. It's the sugar daddy, sugar baby lifestyle. She hangs out with you when you give her money. Then she goes and hangs out with her actual boyfriend when she's not seeing you. Shocker. Wow.
Don't think like you're with some princess out of the Garden of Eden. It's just not.
Yeah. That's called blue pill thinking. Pedestalizing women in other countries. This is the promised land. Ryan, thanks. They just got to be honest with themselves. If you're 60 and they're 20 and they're in their 20s, you want her because she's young. She wants you because you're typically financially stable. It's a trade-off. Yep. Simple as oldest trick in the book.
Factual. You know, we really do kind of trade our issues. You know, I know that there's this thing going on with the passport bros that has caused like a war between the women back home, the American women back there, and the women here, and they're kind of like battling it out in vlogs and on YouTube and on TikTok and stuff like that, and it's getting kind of nasty, to be honest with you. But I think both sides have their problems, and it's not like anybody is unique without any problems. We bring our own problems over here. Let's face it. We got our own cultural issues here that we bring here. Let's not pretend like expats don't come over here with problems. We got problems. I got my set of problems. You got your set of problems. I see people bringing bag loads of problems over here and they throw it out and they unpack it right in your neighborhood.
Right. Although it's easier to go overseas and you stand out naturally because you're exotic. So weird things that may be unattractive in your home country become attractive here. If you're still awkward, if you're still weird incel-y energy, if you don't take care of your body, if you don't do all these things to upgrade yourself in your life and your social skills, you will still suffer. You just traded in suffering a little less when you go overseas and do shit like this. That's all it is. Don't think it's a magic pill you can swallow. I'm getting my passport, my life changes. That's it. I'm a bug sandwich male in the West, but I go here with the passport. I'm eating steaks every day. Steaks, grapes, eggs, like a king. No, you're still a bug sandwich, just slightly less bugs. You went from crickets, filled, double stacked, to a half portion serving. That's all. You're still a bug sandwich. You need to take care of yourself as a man. The effort you put into yourself now when you go overseas will be magnified tenfold than compared to the West. You're a decent earner, you dress decent, you can talk decent socially, will take you further, way further than it would here in the West. That's really all it is. There's no magic pill, dude, of quote, I'm a Geo Max and my life changes. I get this one blue book and I have the power. No, sorry, bro, you're still getting shit on when you go overseas. It makes no difference. You have to put in work, period. This is what they don't want you to know. Wherever you go, you have to have a baseline of competence as a man, period. You cannot escape this reality. Just like women getting older, getting less attractive, like a 45-year-old just cannot accept the fact that she's not attractive as young women. This is the same side on men. If you do not build yourself up as a man, or you refuse to, you cannot skip the process simply getting a passport. You're setting yourself up to fail. Ryan, if you don't have game in the U.S., you won't have game in the Philippines. Only difference is women will chase you in the Philippines. The women that chase you in the Philippines will be usually chasing your wallet. Preach. Yeah, appreciate you, Ryan.
We've had that happen. You know, we've had people unpack their crap in the next town over, you know, and a couple other places too. We see this, and it happens down south. I'm sure the other vloggers have seen it down there. I see them talking about some of the stuff. Some of them don't talk about it. Some of them hide it. They don't want people to know. Some people can you know, get around it, or they stay to themselves more because they don't want that crap, you know. But we all see different drama here and different issues, and one of those issues is that everybody has their problems. Filipinos have problems the same as U.S. women have problems, but it's a different set of issues that they bring to the table for us. They have a totally whole different set, and sometimes they hide behind that cultural thing, and they'll tell you, "Honey, it's a cultural thing. You don't understand. You know, it's a cultural." I should say that then. Well, honey, it's a cultural thing. American culture is different than yours, so that's why I am the way that I am. But if you say that, they jump on your crap. You know what I mean? They're all over you, and that's the way they work. It's really funky that we think that we're coming over here, and these passport bros are coming over here, and they're doing this stuff that they think that they're escaping things. I don't think a lot of these guys have been here long enough. Some of them have, but even those guys, I think once they're here for a year or two, they have to admit that Filipino girls are not perfect either. Yeah, they don't have the feminism stuff. They don't have all that garbage, but they bring all those sets of issues that I mentioned in the beginning, and they wear on you after a while. A lot of things can wear on you after a while here. It really can burn you up after a while. It just kind of pisses you off. But, you know, we think that we're escaping things, and there is an escape over here in this. That one of the best trade-offs over here is I went from shoveling snow in the winter back there to coming over here and having the sun. We always think about the girl thing. Guys over here, for some reason, it's all about the girls. It's always about the girls, and it really...
And that's a blue pill thinking. Your entire process, the idea, the execution of your plan revolves around women. That's an issue. You're not going to the Philippines to free yourself financially. You're going to the Philippines to find a unicorn. Women are women everywhere. Some places better than others. But there's no magic pill for your problems with dating. If the main reason you're going overseas is for women, you're going to fail. Period. I'm telling you right now. The point of going overseas is so you don't work until you're dead. To live life. To not just survive paycheck to paycheck. Most Americans can't afford a $400 expense. Most Americans don't have money saved. You can save money here. You can build a cushion there. You can live your life just as well, if not better, there.
Shouldn't be. Life over here can be a hell of a lot better and more peaceful. And there's a lot of guys that come over here and they don't have the girls. And that's okay too. But there's some guys over here that get very, very lucky. And I would love to know the ratio after like 10 years of guys coming over here. How many guys have actually settled down with a woman and been really, truly happy? And some guys have been very lucky, but some guys, I still see divorces going on. I still see long-term relationships breaking up over here. I see short-term relationships breaking up. I see guys going through 10, 20, 30, 40 girls sometimes trying to find a decent girl. So if you're going through that many...
I don't know what he says next, but I'm gonna guess that what he's saying is if you're going through 30, 40 girls, you're the god problem. No woman in no part of the world is going to fix your issue. You probably have issues, and then you went overseas expecting women to fix your issues. It's just the culture, bro. That's why I can't connect. I need a different culture. I need a different people. Brings their psychological damage and their baggage over there, proceeds to dump their baggage all over the locals, and nothing changes except the fact that you're getting laid more.
Many girls over here, the ratio might not be as good as we think. And I'm not putting down Filipino girls by any means. You know, Filipino girls will settle for a guy like that versus American men will not settle as fast. You know, for them, we got everything. We got the money. You know, we got, they know that we're going to stick around because we got no place else to go because we're older. We really don't want to keep on going through a lot of women. Some guys do, but most of the guys want to kind of settle down and do their thing. You know, and it's really kind of strange sometimes when you think about it, because look at it this way. The guys that are coming over here are all escaping something. They're all escaping, you know, divorces or feminism.
Right. Or their own inadequacies. That's true. Someone said the passport simps don't do the work required before they go over there. That's true. Men want to cut the line immediately. They think the passport's their golden ticket and everything changes. You got to put in the work as a man. 100% true. It's always like this, right? Some of the red pill got radicalized and you have nut jobs speaking on behalf of red pill or manosphere or something crazy. Then you had this passport bro stuff popping up now, and you'll have nut jobs that identify with the passport bro lifestyle will make videos saying I'm a passport bro, but they're really a passport simp It's true. There will be simps that attach themselves to this idea because it's attractive. They finally won't be alone. I can get a woman to love me. See, my problem is just the West. It's just the women here. It's not me. It's externalizing the issue instead of internalizing it. What can I do to improve myself so that I have the highest quality mate or the best chances when I do go overseas? You guys even think about, I got to get my mind right. I got to get my body right. I got to get my finances right before I go overseas so I don't waste time. Don't know. Or do you just get a passport, say working out, don't care about getting abs or whatever, or getting slim, losing weight. I'm just going to go how I am and she's going to love me for me. You're in for a world of hurt, man. If you're going to a country where women are let go and you can just pick up and leave, then these women are hypergamous. A good woman has family. Yeah. So that's a perfect way of putting it. Someone said, without doing the work, you project golden ticket. That is 100%.
Or the dating issues that are going on back in the States, and all the issues that are going on back there with the feminism, the wokeism, and all this stuff. And then they come over here and they trade it off for all this other stuff. And then they're like, wow, I didn't think it was going to be that bad over here. I thought I could deal with this stuff, that stuff's small compared to the stuff back there. When in reality, after you're here for a while, those small things become big things and bigger things. Because it starts wearing on you, just like the feminism, the wokeism, and all that crap, and all the other crap that goes along with this, women's rights and all this stuff, and, pushing it in your face, and then all the other issues with the politics and all that stuff that's going on back home. And I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying I have a problem with it or I don't have a problem with it. I'm saying that's why a lot of the guys leave. Okay, but then they come over here and it's like, she's my girlfriend. She's like the town gossip. She's this here, she's that there, or she's just on the karaoke all day. She's doing TikTok in the room 24/7, or she disappears on weekends. She tells me she's going to the parents. I think she might be going to the boyfriends. I don't know. I don't have a way to check up on it. It's like, what do I do? It's like, well, guys, this is what you traded for, So do we really, is the trade-off worth it? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'd like to get your 2 cents worth on this. Write in the comments, guys. Put your comments in there and tell me what you guys think. Do you think the trade-off is worth it coming over here? For a lot of guys, it is. For some people, it is. Has it been for me? We've had our problems and stuff like that, and some of the other guys have had problems here. Some guys have gone through divorces. Some guys have gone through breakups. We've had other guys leave the country and go to another country. They went up to Thailand. We've had other guys go back to the States. It's not all, like the guy said in that thing. He said something about the walks, sunset walks on the beaches all the time here with your girlfriend. It's not that way. In most cases, it's not. In some cases.
Let's see the comments. 8 years in, here we go. 8 years in, I'm settled with a family, property, income, savings, and a business. Even a couple of dogs thrown in. I didn't come to the Philippines to escape anything. I came here because my wife, we are roughly the same age, wanted to come home after working overseas. I am widely traveled, having lived/worked in the Americas, Africa, and Asia. So where I finally chose to settle was not an issue. I was quite open to settling down and could afford to retire early, so I agreed. My only problem is assessing how many San Mig lights is one too many, especially when she goes tempo on me. Okay, here you go. Hey, Steve, the issue of trading their relationship problems for new ones in the Philippines is a very good subject. We're all escaping something, such as a peaceful place to retire under the sun. This is my case. I didn't necessarily make finding a woman my priority here in the Philippines. I am retired, 65-year-old, and I just want a new start in life. The women here have some of the same issues women have in the States. The only difference is they're generally up for the struggle in life as compared to American women, meaning they seem to be a bit stronger in the emotional department, although they do gossip a bit more than usual. Their only outlet to the world is through social media. I've been here for a year, and sometimes I feel like I am back in my classroom teaching etiquette and manners. I think the most crucial difference is Filipinos tend to be more caring, and most more committed to being a good partner. But there are those you will not change if their life depended on it. Then some guy wrote, women are women. I don't care what country they're from. In my opinion, you can love women or you can understand them. I choose to understand them. I did not come here for the women. I'm sure my age, 71, is a factor as well. I just want peace, quiet, and freedom. There you go. There you go. My man's seen the world. 71. This guy wrote, the big advantage of the Philippines or Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam for the Westerner with an outside income is that all your income is in hard currency, while all of your expenses is in soft currency. Even in hard currency economies like Japan and Singapore, at least you're far away from the toxicity in the States. There you go. And then Knight wrote, I have to say, when you have a chance, when you have a chance in leaving the West, don't make the women the priority. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I don't think people understand how many of the overall, population of quote expats are older men. We're just seeing this here as the younger guys because they're the ones posting videos all the time and, sharing their experience, just being a younger person. But quite a few, most of the expats probably are older men. They're quiet. They don't care about the internet. They're looking to retire. Some of them, we're just seeing some of them make videos. What did this dude say? He visited 24 times. I visited 24 times before coming to live here. And yeah, this video's spot on. Loved it. You sort of miss out on all the stuff if you're only holidaying. So this was the Philippine Info channel.